Today we are back with another Landcruiser episode, and it is getting its first ever modification since 1998.
This is my previously abandoned 1998 Toyota Landcruiser. Up until about a month ago, this car had sat in a shed for 6 years, but we managed to get it running and drive it 4 hours home. Ever since then, it has been an absolute journey to get this thing back on the road and fixed.
We kind of had a bit of a breakdown in the terms of mentally getting this thing back on.
And now begins the fun part. We can actually start modifying the Landcruiser and turning it into the ultimate budget off-roader.
So we have Jeremy beginning the installation of the new bull bar. It is a Toyota Genuine. It's going to replace this plastic, which is actually half zip tied on. So this shouldn't be a hard setup. We can remove the old one. It's just a bunch of 10 mils and it's bolted into the frame here. And we can put this directly into the old frame holes.
But of course, there's no such thing as an easy job on a rusty old Landcruiser.
We also have some brand new LED light bulbs to put in the old headlights. It'll be a lot brighter than the yellow ones that came in this thing originally. We also have brand new struts on the hood, so we don't need to use a plank of wood anymore. V4 was also kind enough to send us this carry basket for the top of the Landcruiser. As you can see, we'll pull it out and put it on in a second, but it's got the brackets. It actually comes with a cargo bag as well. And until I get a full flat roof rack and a rooftop tent, this is fantastic for storing any kind of recovery gear or things like that. And it's only about $300. So I'll leave a link in the description below. You can see if they fit on your car and cop one yourself. If I look sunburned right now, it's because we've been taking this car to the beach almost every day this week, and it has been an absolute dream to drive. Apart from the suspension being a little bit stiff on the washboard roads this car is fantastic on the beach. We drop it down to 18 PSI and just have some fun.
Now, even though this car is going to spend most of its time going to work and back and in the suburbs, a bull bar is an absolute necessity, especially when you find a genuine Toyota one on trusty Facebook Marketplace for only 200 bucks.
I can't get that clip off, but we're not going to use it. So once I unbolt the other side of it, we can just rip it off.
Jeremy's got a face full of dust. Oh, there she goes. What is it held on by here? Yep. Another bolt. And just like that, it's completely off the car. It looks so tough right now with nothing on it, but obviously we're going to put the actual bull bar on. So we just have to get this frame, this support off as well. Hopefully it's not seized into the rest of the frame with rust.
But once again, we spoke too soon. I don't know why we ever thought this would be a 30-minute job, because of course, knowing our luck, one of the bolts snapped.
Well, let's see. I don't know where this is.
They're not coming off.
No. Oh.
These support bolts were the same ones used to secure the seat belts in that we had a lot of trouble with rust on in the last few weeks. For some reason, certain parts of them are just really weak, even though the actual stem is so solid, it will probably outlive the actual car.
Use the power of Hulk and just absolutely demolish it. It'll come out eventually.
So our only choice was to absolutely obliterate the front bar until we could get access to the bottom of the bolt.
What are you doing here?
And after a lot of sweating and swearing later, we finally got this bar off.
So we just spent a good part of an hour getting this off because the actual mount for the bolt has snapped in the frame. So we need to put some sort of pressure on it to get this out. I'm going to do that. I already attempted it and slammed Jeremy's hand, so I'm going to attempt it without holding the camera. This bolt is actually okay apart from the shroud. That is the piece that snapped off the actual frame. Fitment attempt 1 of the new bull bar.
Holy shit.
How sexy does that look? Hell yeah.
I absolutely love this chrome bar and think it suits the car perfectly. And now we are one step closer to making this old Landcruiser look a lot more like a proper touring vehicle.
Yeah, you want to cut off all the plastic.
So now it's time to install the Vevor roof basket. This one is the 51 by 36 by 5 inch version. It mounts to pretty much any existing roof racks and can take up to about 100 kilos of weight. It also comes with a waterproof cargo bag to store all your dirty recovery equipment in. And now that that's on, we can install the brand new LED lights we got for the car.
All right, so most of the time when you're driving at night, you'll see a Ford Ranger pull up and absolutely blind you from behind with these new LED headlights. So we want to replace the old ones, the old yellow ones in the Land Cruiser, and swap it out with some new LED ones. So if you want to grab these, AUXITO have sent them to us. I'll leave a link in the description below and a code to get a discount as well. So we're going to fit these now, and hopefully they're a lot better than the old yellow ones that are in here. Oh, satisfying.
These actually look really good compared to the LEDs I got at Super Cheap, which were just their cheap brand. This actually looks good.
That looks incredibly good. So these are the old ones. They are very crusty, and this plastic's going to crack anytime soon now anyway. So just like that, you can see the difference between the LED one and the old one. We have to take the battery now out to do the other side, but these fit absolutely perfectly and they are super bright. Now we're about to take the car on its first off-road mini adventure. So we're heading to some tracks just about 20 minutes away from us to check them out. I don't know the state of them. It could be a complete fail.
But even though this is a budget build, don't let not having the money for modifications stop you from taking your car on an adventure. Because in the end, we don't need a bull bar, we don't need a roof rack, and we don't need new lights to go and have fun in the bush. And most importantly, save your money for repairs.
We've got the whole squad lined up behind us now, and we're going to check out some local tracks. I don't know if these are going to be accessible like I said before, but we're going to try.
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
And just like that, we found the entrance to these pretty cool tracks. Today we're joined by Braden in his 99 Toyota Prado and Noah in his 1998 GU Patrol.
Holy! Oh, you bottomed out! You bottomed out!
Now it's my turn to take the steep entrance in. And the Land Cruiser tackles it no problem.
Right, the mighty 105 made it in that steep little entrance. I know that's nothing, but it's the first trip off-road that this thing, or we've done in this thing.
Now we just had to head into the bush and hope we didn't end up somewhere we couldn't get out of.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Jesus. So the entrance was a lot rougher than expected, but she made it.
Mud hole?
Oh yeah, are you gonna go through or are you gonna...
Oh, let's see how bad it is.
Now obviously these tracks are pretty easy compared to what a lot of people do with their four-wheel drives, but keep in mind my car was abandoned for 6 years only a month prior to doing this, and none of us are super experienced wheelers. Noah's Patrol is the only one that's had a lot of money spent on it. The rest are pretty much standard or need a lot of repairs.
Another mud spot. It's nothing really.
Absolutely nothing.
People in the comments will laugh at this, so Noah, you better get through it.
Look, he's got his whole like apartment back here.
Braden's got to be at work in an hour.
I'm wearing work boots.
Should wear work boots, and here he is in Air Forces.
Yeah, that is my work shoes.
Drift out in work clothes, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't getting money.
He made that look easy, so you're gonna do the same?
Nothing!
Are you going through or round the side?
I'm going through it.
Windows up.
They left me all alone to get through it, so let's pray this fucking thing gets through it.
Well, we did it. Absolutely drenched in mud. The aftermath. Oh my god. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see. Underneath as well. Looks like someone had diarrhea and all over your car. Yours is the cleanest out of all of them.
The journey with this Land Cruiser so far has made for some amazing memories. From traveling 4 hours up the coast to see this thing abandoned in a shed, revive it, drive it 4 hours home, fix it, modify it, and now drive it on tracks has been an absolute bucket list item of mine.
He's doing a technical bit. Will he make it through?
There is another mud spot. We're gonna watch Noah go through first.
Oh, that's fine, yeah. You'll be right.
Give me the camera.
What?
Look at this. Look at the odometer, mate. Oh my god, it's perfect. Oh my god, it's 342.
This was in fact my old Patrol in 2023. I sold him this car and he's done so much to it.
He's put another 10,000 on top of what he bought it for.
Well, the thing's mint. It's all new suspension, new tires, new equipment.
I'm gonna get drenched here, aren't I? Oh, that was nothing.
Thank you guys so much for following along the Land Cruiser journey so far, and don't worry, we are not finished. We are only getting started.